From the very beginning of our marriage, my husband Takuya was a total control freak.
Hey, where are the chopsticks?
And I just respond, yeah, while thinking, why don't you just grab them yourself?
My mom never forgets the chopsticks.
Ugh, it was so annoying. On top of that, he's a complete mama's boy. But, what's up, mother-in-law? I asked. I won tickets to the Summer Man concert. No way! That's awesome! Our relationship was pretty solid, all thanks to our shared love for the same idol. Oh, he's so handsome. He really is the best. Honestly, even though Takuya drives me nuts, I adore my mother-in-law. It's like having an adult friend.
Grandma, did you have fun at the concert?
It was the best.
When I grow up, I want to go to a concert with you too, Grandma.
Everyone just loves Grandma. On top of that, my mother-in-law is an amazing cook. She sometimes brings us meals she's made and even shares her recipes without a fuss. I hope it suits your taste. Thank you so much. I looked up to her like a second real mother. How does someone like Takuya come from such a wonderful mother-in-law? The incident happened 5 years ago. It was when we were planning to visit my in-laws for New Year's.
I'm going back alone for New Year's. You stay home with the kids.
Wait, let me go too.
What? When you are there, I get less time with my mom. And don't bring the kids either.
What? Takuya didn't like how close I'd gotten to his mom, so he started trying to keep us apart. Because of that, the kids couldn't see their beloved grandma anymore. I didn't realize I was causing you so much trouble, Ayako. I won't contact you anymore. Takuya even lied to his mom, telling her I didn't like her. He's really doing this just because he doesn't want to share his mom? Ugh, I can't forgive this. I went straight to my mother-in-law's house. It's all Takuya's lies. I don't think you're a burden at all. That boy. I always thought he was a bit too much of a mama's boy, but this is beyond the pale. My mother-in-law fully took my side. The kids are heartbroken. They really want to see you. I can't stand the thought of my grandchildren feeling this way because of my son. Hey, Ayako, if you're up for it, shall we teach Takuya a lesson? Sounds great. I've been wanting to put him in his place. He tried to tear apart my relationship with you. I don't care if he's my son. I won't forgive him for that. I can't forgive Takuya either for making you sad with his lies. And so, from that point on, we started secretly keeping in touch behind Takuya's back. Of course, the kids are in on the plan too. A year later, on New Year's,
No way.
mother-in-law refused to let Takuya come home for the holidays. It was all part of the plan.
It's just so lonely without seeing mom for New Year's.
What's he saying? He's a grown man. Anyway, let's see what Takuya says next.
I'm thinking of going to your parents' place this year. They are loaded, right?
Just as I expected. I knew he'd want to go to my parents' place. Now, I just need to get him to say something problematic. I've always told my parents about Takuya's lies. They said to bring him over if anything happened, so this might be the perfect chance. And you don't have to come. We didn't prepare any New Year's dishes for you.
Well, in that case, order me some sushi, will you? What's the point of being rich if you don't treat your daughter's husband right?
What? Why don't you just buy yourself some supermarket sushi?
Are you serious? Making your husband eat supermarket food on New Year's? That's bad luck. Huh.
Who's going to curse me? Take a hint, you're not wanted.
You're gonna give me New Year's money, right? I'm thinking at least $100 would be nice. Maybe if I play with the kids, I can get even more.
Is he seriously planning to go just for money and food? How can he say that about someone else's family? I already told my parents it's just going to be us this year, so you'll be staying home. Thanks.
What? The head of the household left alone New Year's? You talking back to your husband? My mom would be shocked if she saw this.
Seeing you now would be even more shocking. Honestly.
Didn't your family teach you that a wife should always stand 3 steps behind her husband?
That's such outdated thinking.
Oh, so your mom didn't teach you that important lesson? Poor father-in-law.
Hey, that's enough.
She must feel so small, bossed around by that money-hungry mom of yours. Maybe they're just a couple pretending to be happy because of money?
If I stay quiet any longer, I'm really going to lose it.
All right. Today's goal is to get 100 bucks. Let's rack up that cash.
What kind of talk is that? Ugh, you're going to regret this.
Let's eat some good food and get lots of money.
Taking him to my parents' place was part of the plan, but now that it's happening, it's incredibly irritating. I'm so angry. I can't wait to expose Takuya's true nature to my parents.
Happy New Year! Looking forward to this year too.
Takuya?
Weren't you not coming? The kids didn't want to be without their dad. I play with the cousins too.
Sorry to trouble you. It's fine.
All right. Who wants to play games with Uncle Takuya? Ah,
Sure. Takuya suddenly started acting like a good dad.
watch this. This is my super play. Wow. Can I play too? Come on, just watch and learn from my moves.
Reason, of course, is
I'm a pretty good uncle, right? I think I should get paid for this. Maybe 20 bucks an hour or something?
that fake act. Doesn't he realize how pathetic he looks?
All right, let's all play some more board games. Man, I'm really working hard here. Oh, we just played that.
I'm already bored. Don't drag the kids into your money-grubbing schemes any further. You're acting completely different from how you were earlier.
What are you talking about?
If you forgot, let me remind you.
She must feel so small, bossed around by that money-hungry mom of yours. Maybe they're just a couple pretending to be happy because of money? You, when did you record that?
Ayako consulted with me, but I never thought it was actually true.
I thought it was a bad joke. An adult coming just to get New Year's money. You, how dare you embarrass your husband? You're a failure as a wife. Hey! You dare call my daughter a failure? Who do you think you are? But don't you think women should respect men too, father? There's no way I'd say something so disrespectful to a wife who supports me by working hard every day at home and raising our children. Eek. You seem to have a pretty low opinion of Ayako. Just leave. I don't ever want to see your face again. But don't you think women should respect men too, father? This isn't something you can just pass off as a joke. Giving my daughter to a man like you was a mistake. Ayako, divorce him immediately. Divorce?
If it comes to divorce, his beloved mother will be so disappointed in him. He'd also lose the support he gets from my family.
Masato, Asuka, how about we go out together today?
He didn't want that to happen, so Takuya suddenly started paying more attention to the kids. But
There's no way I'm going out with someone who's treated mom so coldly all this time.
I don't even like Dad.
What kind of way is that to talk to your father?
The kids were no longer willing to accept Takuya.
Hey, why don't you say something? Tell them it's not okay to talk to their father like that.
I don't think it'll make a difference, even if I do.
What?
Once trust is lost, it's not easy to get it back. That goes for my family support too.
I'm sorry. Please, can't you be a little more forgiving? Divorce would be hard for you too, right?
Actually, it wouldn't be a problem at all. After that, neither I nor the kids ever accepted Takuya's apologies. And then, 5 years after we stopped going to my mother-in-law's house for New Year's,
Everyone, I've got news. Mom said to bring the wife this year. Ayako, you are in luck. Looks like Mom's ready to forgive you.
wow, can I play too?
She also said to bring the kids. Great news, right? You'll get lots of New Year's money. Ah, no way. You go by yourself, Dad. What?
Dad, you're really so selfish, aren't you?
What? Aren't you happy? It's New Year's money. We are not like you, Dad. We're not the kind of people who get swayed by money.
We like Grandma, but we don't like her because of the money. We're not that low.
Yeah, don't lump us in with you. Hey, are these kids in their rebellious phase or something? You are their mother. Tell them it's not right to talk to their father like that.
The kids are just speaking the truth. There's nothing I need to teach them. And besides, I'm not going back to your parents' place. After all, they hate me, right? It's better if we just don't get involved.
What? You don't care if Mom doesn't forgive you?
Yeah, I don't think we need to force anything.
You've gotta be kidding. I don't care what Mom thinks of you anymore. If she hates you anymore, she might even tell us to get divorced.
Is that true, mother-in-law?
What?
That's right. If you keep saying whatever you want, I might just tell her to get divorced.
Mom, what are you doing here?
I never said I'd forgive Ayako and told you to bring her over. Not even once.
But you still think divorce is an option, right, Mom? I mean, Aiko's been so selfish, hasn't she?
Ayko's selfish? Are you seriously saying that? The selfish one is you. Divorce would be for Aiko's happiness.
Mom?
Takuya, I'm sorry to say, but I know everything. Your mother-in-law knows all about the lies you've been telling for the past 5 years. You told me that you're a great dad, but Ayako and the kids hate you.
That's true. I'd never lie about that.
You poor thing. Aiko's always out to get you, and her whole family is excluding you. Isn't that what you said? And then you even begged me to comfort you. It's all out in the open now.
No way.
As planned, all of Takuya's actions were completely exposed to my mother-in-law. He's told all those ridiculous lies just because he didn't want to lose his mom to me. What a hopeless person. I was just shocked at first that my son would lie like this. But the more I heard the truth from Ayako, the more disgusted I became with you. It's pretty embarrassing to lie to even your own kids, no matter how much you might be a son. I've let this go on long enough, but I thought it was time to teach you a lesson. So I told Ayako I wanted to meet with her. And just as expected, you actually told her that I said I'd forgive her if she came to see me. I was really shocked.
Aiko, you knew everything? It's pretty nerve-wracking to act like I didn't know. How did I do?
You did great, big brother. I had so much fun watching Dad's panicked face. It was hilarious.
Don't mess with me. What's the big idea, tricking me like this? Did you manipulate Mom?
Manipulate? No, that's not it. We're the ones who manipulated you. You didn't even realize everything was exposed. Thanks for playing right into our plan.
You!
You know what? Maybe it's time you finally grew up. Our kids are more independent than you are.
Grow up? Yeah, Grandma probably wants to be done raising a kid by now.
That's right. The neighbors would laugh if they knew I've been raising a kid for 45 years.
Mom, what do you mean, grow up? Are you going to abandon me?
You're 45 and you don't want to grow up? Oh, I'm shocked. Aren't you embarrassed?
No, Mom. Don't hate me. I'll change. I promise. Wow, seriously?
He's acting like a baby. I can't stay with a lying husband any longer. Let's get a divorce.
You don't have the right to decide that.
And you don't have the right either. Everyone, including me and Aiko's family, agrees on the divorce.
Mom!
And so, I was finally able to divorce Takuya.
Congrats on the divorce, Mom!
And thanks for putting up with everything. You too. I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused. Thank you so much. After the divorce, Takuya was abandoned by the mother he loved so much.
I just didn't want to lose my mom.
On top of that,
Dad was so jealous of how much Grandma loved Mom that he threw a tantrum.
he was rolling on the floor begging. Don't hate me, Mom. That's why they got divorced.
That really happened?
The news the kids spilled spread quickly around the office. Takuya ended up getting the nickname Mama's Boy at work. Ugh, that's the Mama's Boy.
They say he threw a tantrum like a baby. Oh, this is so humiliating.
The work environment got so bad that he was demoted. His salary was cut, and he couldn't even afford his rent.
Mom, I can't do anything by myself.
Meanwhile, I started a new life with the kids. Sorry for all the trouble I caused.
It's okay, Mom. I feel so much better now that I said what I needed to.
I love our new house. It's so spacious and clean. I still meet up with my mother-in-law for lunch sometimes, and we have a relationship like close friends. Are we signing up for the next tour? Of course. Let's win tickets and go together. I'm really happy now that I'm not wasting my time on a lousy guy. I'm Ayako, a 40-year-old housewife. A few years ago, I married my husband Shota.
We can just leave my parents alone, so it's okay if we live with them after getting married, right? My mom is a housewife and my dad doesn't earn much, so I'm worried. We don't have much in terms of assets, except for the house, since my grandfather didn't leave any inheritance. But I'll work hard too, so it won't all fall on you, please.
All right. But if your parents start treating me badly, I want you to be on my side.
Of course. You are the most important person to me, Ayako.
I wasn't thrilled about living with my in-laws, but I thought I could manage with Shota's support. He's not exactly the most dependable, but we'll make it work, right? But those hopes were dashed in the worst possible way.
Hey, daughter-in-law. Pour me some sake. Don't you know how to do it without being told? Hurry up. Don't keep Dad waiting.
Why am I the one doing this? And why isn't Shota helping me? It seemed like my father-in-law thought of me as nothing more than a servant. When I couldn't take it anymore, I turned to Shota for help. But his response was cold.
Stop complaining. Dad's an amazing person. Even Mom respects him and does everything he says. You should do the same.
What? Ew, it's so gross hearing him call his dad Papa at his age. If I'd known he was like this, I would never have married him.
You are terrible at cooking too. Why can't you learn from my mom? I trained your mom to know her place. Want me to do the same with your wife?
Shota and his father constantly compared me to my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law just does whatever they say. I'm at my breaking point from the stress. But then something unexpected happened. Well, if that's how you feel, then let's get divorced. Mother-in-law? My mother-in-law, who had been silently listening until now, suddenly handed my father-in-law divorce papers.
What? What are you talking about? There's no way I'm letting you do something so selfish. We're the obedient woman you used to be. That's right. Mom, if you get divorced, you won't be able to survive on your own. You have been a housewife for over 30 years since you quit working right after I was born. What's got into you? Just go back to being your usual calm self. Did Ayako put some crazy ideas in your head? Ayako's such an arrogant woman who doesn't know her place. It's so unlike you to lose your temper like this. Exactly. A wife is supposed to support her husband and be obedient. You know that. Stop saying stupid things and throw those divorce papers away right now.
Even I, watching from the sidelines, could tell that what my mother-in-law was doing was reckless. Mother-in-law, I appreciate you standing up for me, but you don't have to go this far. If you get divorced now, it'll only make things harder for you. You all really underestimate me, don't you?
What?
What do you mean? My mother-in-law, who had always been so calm, was now burning with anger, as if she had become a different person. Shota, Ayako, I never told you this, but I used to be a career woman who worked overseas. I earned more than your father, and I bought this house with my own money.
What?
What? Is that true? I married your father because I owed a great debt to his parents, who were my in-laws. My in-laws were remarkable people, and I was willing to marry into the family, even if it meant giving up some of my career. But after we got married and Shota was born, my in-laws passed away in an accident. Your father wasn't interested in raising a child, so I had to quit my job for Shota's sake. That's when your father started getting full of himself.
What? How dare you say that? You're being insolent.
Silence!
Ick.
My father-in-law, who had always been so arrogant, was now trembling in fear at my mother-in-law's fury. I only put up with your father's tyranny for Shota's sake. After Shota was born, I had no choice but to become a housewife. Even then, I didn't divorce your father because I thought Shota needed a father figure. If it weren't for Shota, I would have left you ages ago.
No way. I thought you willingly chose to follow me.
Of course not. How disgusting. I don't need to deal with you two and your childish behavior any longer. Here, sign the divorce papers. Ayako, you should dump Shota before you end up like me. Mother-in-law.
Wait, Mom. Are you really going to abandon me? You used to care about me so much. Was all that love just a lie? You a liar, a traitor. I'm going to sue you for emotional damages. You are not my mother anymore. Get out of here. Yeah, you're guilty of deceiving us. We'll win in court. Haha.
You two, stop this nonsense right now.
What?
If you keep talking, all you're doing is showing how selfish you are. How can you not see that my mother-in-law has been sacrificing herself for Shota's sake? And yet you dare to call her love fake and accuse her of betrayal? Stop acting like spoiled children.
But if Mom leaves, this house is going to fall apart. Up until now, you and Mom have been barely managing the housework together. If Mom leaves, you have no choice but to quit your job and focus on the housework. Exactly. How clueless can you be to not realize how this will hurt you too?
Are you really so incapable that you can't survive without someone taking care of you?
What?
You really have no self-awareness, do you? Ugh, how pathetic. How long do you plan on acting like children, even though you're grown men? Any adult should be able to manage household chores on their own. But you just shove it all onto us like it's none of your business. All you're doing is announcing to the world that you're lazy, incompetent fools who aren't real adults.
What?
Oh, and of course, I plan to divorce Shota as well. Instead of telling us what to do, you should start worrying about how you're going to manage your lives from now on. After all, you've been shirking all the housework until now, so I doubt you can handle anything.
What? How do you speak like that? I won't forgive you. I'm going to sue you for damages.
My father-in-law started grinning triumphantly.
It's obvious who's more credible in society between us. Successful man working at a company, and you, just a couple of housewives, right? It's too late to apologize now. We are going to sue you for damages so high you'll never be able to pay them off in your lifetime. It's a punishment you deserve for defying us, so just accept it quietly.
I'm sure my father-in-law's words are baseless nonsense, but I don't know anything about the law. And since I've only been given living expenses since getting married, I'll have to fight this with just my savings from when I was single. As I was steeling myself, my mother-in-law let out a sigh of exasperation. It seems you've forgotten what my job was. You should know, but I guess you've been avoiding facing reality that much.
What? Oh, now that you mention it.
My father-in-law's face suddenly turned pale. Ah, so you've remembered. Don't worry, it's not like you forgot because of some illness. It's common to twist inconvenient memories when you want to believe you're more important. My mother-in-law stated this calmly, not even trying to soften the blow. I asked my mother-in-law, still confused. Mother-in-law, what kind of work did you do? I was originally a corporate lawyer for a Japanese company overseas. Even though I've been out of the field for decades, handling claims for damages is my specialty. I've even been studying recent laws and cases in preparation for a divorce.
What? So you're planning to divorce me all along?
Yes, that's right. I intended to take more time to prepare, but seeing Ayako's situation made me unable to sit still. I couldn't take it anymore. Mother-in-law. As I was moved by her words, my father-in-law and Shota started to retaliate.
Don't be ridiculous. This is a betrayal. If you want to live so badly, then both of you can get out of this house right now. You don't have any significant savings. So if you are thrown out, you won't survive. No matter what your background is, you're powerless. You'll come crawling back, begging for forgiveness. That's right. There's nothing to be afraid of. We're the ones who are right and strong.
Shota and my father-in-law were laughing loudly, confident of their victory. Mother-in-law, what should we do? Don't worry, leave it to me. My mother-in-law reassured me with strength in her voice, then turned to face Shota and my father-in-law. Fine, we'll leave. Could you escort us to the front door?
What? Why would I do that?
You need to make sure we actually leave, right? Otherwise, we might just hide somewhere in the house and pretend we left. This way, we can avoid any unnecessary hassle. You wouldn't want to waste time on that, would you?
Fine. If you can think that clearly, why are you defying me?
Shota and my father-in-law, having agreed to the condition, escorted my mother-in-law and me to the front door.
Hurry up and get out. We won't forgive you until you come back begging for forgiveness. Yeah. I can't believe Mom and Ayako were so arrogant. It's like we have been deceived.
My mother-in-law sighed, opened the front door, and pointed to the ground outside. Oh, look. Your wallet is lying there.
What?
And Shota, your credit card is there too. We might as well grab them before we leave. Wouldn't want to end up penniless.
What? No way! Get out of the way!
In their panic, Shota and my father-in-law rushed outside, tumbling out the door. As soon as they were out, my mother-in-law quickly shut the door and locked it, securing the chain as well. What? Ayako, quickly go lock all the windows in the house. None of them are big enough for someone to crawl through, but just to be safe. Yes. I nodded to my mother-in-law and hurried around the house, locking all the windows. Meanwhile, a few seconds later, Shota and my father-in-law realized what had happened and started pounding on the front door.
Hey, open up! What do you think you are doing? What right do you have to kick us out? This is my house!
Oh no, that's not true. Remember I told you I bought this house with my money. Naturally, the deed is in my name.
What?
Mother-in-law, I've locked all the windows. Thank you, Ayako. That was a big help. So, how long do Shota and my husband plan on staying out there? If they leave quietly, I might be kind enough to toss their wallets and phones out from the second floor window.
Dad, what should we do? Maybe we should just do what she says. No, I have an idea. Shota, come with me. Okay.
Surprisingly, Shota and my father-in-law left without much fuss. The place they headed to was a nearby house.
Dad, whose house is this? You probably don't remember since you haven't been here since you were little. This is my uncle, Ryuji's house. Ryuji used to work in law when he was younger. He was close with my parents, so I'm sure he'll help us out. Excuse me, please open the door.
After my father-in-law rang the doorbell several times, Ryuji finally opened the door with a slightly annoyed expression.
Oh, it's you. What's going on? Uncle Ryuji, it's terrible. My wife is acting up. She suddenly demanded our divorce and threw us out of the house. My son's wife is doing the same thing. You know my wife, right? Uncle Ryuji? Could you give her a stern talking to? Tell her that a wife should serve her husband without complaining. I see. So it's finally come to this. What? Ryuji? No, it's nothing. I understand the situation. I go with you. Yes. Thank you so much. Now we can finally make them pay, Dad. Yeah, I can't wait to see them cry.
A few minutes after we had kicked Shota and my father-in-law out, they returned with Ryuji in tow.
Sorry for the delay. If anything happens, I'll take full responsibility. So may we come in?
Sure, I understand. Mother-in-law, are you sure about this? Yes, it's fine. In the meantime, could you move their belongings near the front door? Yes. My mother-in-law calmly opened the door and invited the three of them, who had been waiting outside, into the living room.
Unbelievable. You really went too far this time. That's right. Ryuji, please give them a good scolding.
Shota and my father-in-law were practically gloating, as if they'd won a great victory. Ryuji, on the other hand, remained composed.
No, there's no need for a scolding. It's clear there's no hope for their reformation. Okay. What do you mean? You're not siding with them, are you, Ryuji? They're enemies of man. They have no right to act so high and mighty when they don't even earn their own money. You two, enough of this. All I have heard from you is selfish nonsense. You say they are enemies of man? The only disgrace to man here is you two. Listen closely. Before he passed, my brother entrusted me with these jewels, along with a promise.
Ryuji placed a box filled with a large number of jewels on the table.
What? Something like this? So that's why Grandpa and Grandma didn't leave us any inheritance. Ryuji had it all along. Yes, I was instructed to give these to the rightful person when the time came.
Hearing this, Shota and my father-in-law began to look pleased.
We did it. I'm not sure what's going on, but it looks like we're getting the jewels. Yeah, I wonder what I will spend them on. These aren't for you too. What?
Ignoring the dumbfounded expressions on Shota and my father-in-law's faces, Ryuji turned back to face my mother-in-law.
Yuki, these are all yours. I'll give you the deed later as well. Whether you want to keep or sell them is up to you.
Thank you. I'll accept them. As Yuki quietly nodded, Shota and my father-in-law began to protest loudly.
What the hell? This isn't fair. The inheritance rights should belong to me. Yeah, why does only Mom get everything? This is so unfair. I'm calling the police.
Ryuji sighed deeply as he looked at my father-in-law.
This is all you're doing. My brother regretted encouraging your marriage after he saw how you treated Yuki. He gave me these jewels to ensure Yuki wouldn't be financially troubled if she ever divorced you. He asked me to give them to her if she decided to leave you. What? What the hell is that? This doesn't make any sense. And besides, I'm his grandson, so I should still have a claim to them. Mom is my mother, after all. Mom, you love me, right? I'm your adorable son, aren't I?
Seeing my mother-in-law's resolve waver, I quickly raised my voice. Enough, you shameless jerk!
Eek.
Have you already forgotten what you just said? Liar? Traitor? That she's not your mother anymore? After saying such horrible things, how dare you try to cozy up to her now? Stop being ridiculous. Shota seemed at a loss for words and could only groan in response. At that moment, my father-in-law did something outrageous.
I'm not sticking around for this. These jewels are mine, so I'm taking them. Yeah, I'm taking them too. It's my rightful claim.
With that, my father-in-law and Shota grabbed the jewels and bolted. They must have noticed their bags by the front door, because I could hear the sound of them grabbing their things and rushing out. Ryuji?
Yes, these jewels are still legally mine. I'll report this to the police as theft.
Ryuji said this and immediately began making a call to the police without hesitation. Mother-in-law! I caught my mother-in-law as she swayed, but to my surprise, she was smiling more brightly than I expected. Ayako, thank you for your help. I'm not sure if this counts as a thank you, but I'd like to give you a few of these jewels. What? But I didn't do anything special. I just supported you. I don't deserve to accept these. I hurriedly tried to refuse, overwhelmed by the sudden offer. But my mother-in-law was firm. No, I owe you a great debt. When they said I wasn't a mother, you got angry on my behalf and it made me so happy. I raised that boy with love after all. I was able to keep my spirit from breaking because you stood up for me. So please, accept them. My mother-in-law. Seeing me on the verge of tears, my mother-in-law gave me a mischievous smile. Besides, if you don't accept them now, you'll have a hard time in the future, right? Take what you can get. You're right. In that case, I'll gladly accept. And so, this commotion finally came to a close. After that, Shota and my father-in-law were arrested on charges of theft. They tried to claim innocence, arguing that it was a family matter. But at that time, the jewels were still legally Ryuji's, so their excuse didn't hold up. Naturally, they were also fired from their jobs, leaving them unemployed.
I didn't do anything wrong. What did I even do? It's all their fault.
While they were in police custody, my mother-in-law and I finalized our divorces through a lawyer. After paying their fines and being released, it seemed like they were trying to track us down. But by then, we had already sold the house and moved to a distant place. Now branded as thieves in the neighborhood, they'll have a hard time finding any respectable job in the future.
Damn it! This wasn't supposed to happen.
Unless they straighten out their twisted attitudes, happiness will never come their way. As for me, I started a new life using the money from selling the jewels. Yuki, could you handle these documents, please? Yes, leave it to me. I'm now working part-time at the law firm my mother-in-law started, while also studying law. I don't know what the future holds, but it's always better to have knowledge and experience than to be without them. Every time I see my mother-in-law working energetically, I'm reminded of this. Dad, how did the test results go?
Tomi, well, the thing is, I've got cancer.
Oh, but you can get better, right?
It's not impossible, but I'm ready for whatever happens.
Dad, don't say that. Look, with all the hospital visits and everything, it's going to be tough, right? Why don't we move back in together?
Tomi, I appreciate it. But what about Futoshi? He might not be home right now since he's on assignment, but he'll be back eventually. I don't want to make things awkward for him.
It's fine. Futoshi hasn't come back in a long time anyway. We haven't seen each other in over a year.
Are you two okay? I mean, your marriage.
And don't worry about me. What matters is that you raised me all by yourself after Mom passed away, and I'm so grateful for that. I just want to give back for everything you've done for me.
Tomi, thank you.
I promise I won't let Dad feel lonely. I made a firm vow. So I want to live with my dad.
There's no way that's happening. Besides, my parents and I are planning to build a house together, so you should be prepared for that too.
I haven't heard anything about that. What about my dad?
What do you mean, what about your dad? I don't care about your old man.
How could you say that?
Anyway, that's the end of this discussion. Look into the move and find the cheapest place you can.
You're saying that, but you never come home anyway. I'm practically living alone right now. It's crazy to think about living with your family when you're never even here.
I can't help it. It's for work.
So you're saying there was no New Year's break, no Golden Week, and no summer holiday?
Yeah, I'm in demand. The company can't afford to let me take time off.
The company can't let you take time off, you say?
What's so funny?
Maybe it's not the company, but someone else who can't let you take time off?
What are you talking about? You are not making any sense.
Do you really think I don't know what you're up to over there?
Tomi, I don't know what you're misunderstanding, but there's nothing suspicious going on. I'm just really busy with work. I love you, Hitomi. Please, trust me.
Well, whatever. In any case, I'm going to live with my dad, no matter what happens between us.
Come on, don't jump to conclusions. It's not like I want to break up with you.
It's not like I really want to break up either. I just want to do what I can for my dad while I still have the chance.
No, listen to me. The truth is, the house plans are already in motion.
What?
We are planning to tear down my parents' house and build a two-family home. The blueprints are almost finalized.
What the heck? How could you move forward without telling me?
Well, I knew if you got involved in the plans, you'd just end up clashing with my mom. I want to take care of my parents too, you know? I've been thinking about making the place barrier-free, so it will be easier for you to take care of them.
What do you mean, taking care of them? Don't just assume I'll be the one doing it.
No, of course, I wasn't planning on leaving it all to you. I really hadn't thought about that at all.
You said you love me, right? Then why do you leave me alone and never come home?
Like I said, it's because of work. There's client golf outings and all that. And since this is a countryside, they expect us to do stuff with the whole family. Gotta love how folks out here always want to gather big crowd for barbecue or whatever.
So golf outings and barbecue?
Yeah, golf and barbecue and stuff.
I want to show you something. Just wait a minute.
What? What do you want to show me? Wait, what's this? Why do you have these photos?
Were you golfing during one of those business outings? I didn't know the younger generation wore kimonos to golf these days.
No, this is, well, the president of the company begged me to take his daughter to the shrine for the new year. I didn't want to, but I couldn't refuse, you know?
Oh, really? You didn't want to? Sure doesn't look that way to me.
No, really, the shrine was super crowded. If we didn't stay close, we would have gotten separated. She's the daughter of a key client. I couldn't just leave her stranded.
Meanwhile, I'm over here feeling abandoned and lost.
Come on, don't make this harder for me. It's just work, I swear. There's nothing shady going on. It's strictly professional.
You still won't admit it? Fine. How about this? Looks like you're having fun. Is that a barbecue?
Yeah, exactly. People around here even have barbecue indoors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are lots of relatives and acquaintances there too, just not in the picture.
And somehow you were invited to this gathering.
I was invited as a thank you for taking her to the shrine. How could I refuse? It was Orca, they insisted I stay.
There's no way you can talk your way out of this one. So what's your excuse for this?
Wait, this was just a little, entertainment, you know?
Entertainment?
Yeah. You know how people here get carried away. If I didn't go along with it, they'd say I wasn't fun. You get that, right? But seriously, how do you even have these photos, Hitomi?
Don't underestimate the network of wives in company housing. And this isn't all I have. There's more, and I can show you if you'd like.
This is exactly why I don't want to come home. You always try to trap me like this, and it makes me want to run away.
Don't blame me. I'm just pointing out the facts. But don't worry. It's not like I'm bringing this up because I want a divorce or anything.
What? Really?
Yes, actually, it's the opposite. I absolutely do not want to get divorced from you. After being neglected for so long, divorce would be the ultimate humiliation as a woman.
You really don't want to divorce me. Is that true, Hitomi?
Yes, that's right. I just want to live with my dad. I absolutely do not want a divorce. My dad would be heartbroken. It would ruin our reputation. And there's nothing beneficial about it for me.
I see. So that's how it is.
What?
I never realized you were so committed to this marriage. In that case, you'll have to overlook a few things. I'm working hard out here all alone, after all.
No way. Break up with that woman and focus on me again.
That's not gonna happen. I've got my own things going on. And if you push too hard, I might just divorce you, Hitomi.
What?
Oh, I wonder if I can still get the divorce papers at this hour. Might have to hurry before the office closes.
No, please. Anything but that. I don't want to get divorced from you, Futoshi.
Then, from now on, you will turn a blind eye if I cheat. And you live with my parents, no complaints. You wouldn't want to get divorced, right?
No way! I don't want to agree to those terms.
Do you really think you have a say in this, Hitomi? I'm doing you a favor by not divorcing you, so just accept it.
Please, Futoshi, listen to me. Futoshi? Futoshi!
You are such a noisy woman. Maybe I should teach you a lesson. Show you who's really in charge.
Yes.
Mail delivery.
Thank you. From Futoshi? What? This can't be. Dad, look what Futoshi just sent me.
This is. No way.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't believe it worked out this perfectly.
I'm so glad, Hitomi. There's no way I could trust you with a man like that.
Honestly, I've wanted to break up with Futoshi for so long, but I knew he'd never agree to a divorce because it would hurt his career.
This was your win. Hitomi, you did great.
It's all thanks to your advice, Dad. Dad, Futoshi's been cheating on me over there. I have proof. That's why even when he had time off, he never came back. I think he'd rather be with her than with me.
Hitomi,
I can't stand this life anymore. I just want a divorce.
you should do what feels right for you. I support whatever decision you make, Hitomi.
Thanks, Dad. But knowing Futoshi, even if I ask for a divorce, he'll just refuse and talk about his career and reputation. The more I insist, the more stubborn he'll get. Even if I manage to get the divorce, it's going to take forever.
In that case, you should use Futoshi's stubbornness to your advantage.
What? What do you mean?
The more you say you want a divorce, the more he refuses, right? So why not keep telling him you don't want a divorce?
You're right. That just might work.
Nothing to lose. Why not give it a try?
Dad, I'm going to do it. Just like you said, I kept insisting I didn't want a divorce, and Futoshi actually took the bait. It's all thanks to you, Dad.
I'm glad, Hitomi. Now, before Futoshi changes his mind, let's get those papers filed. I'll drive you there.
Thank you, Dad. And so I was able to submit the divorce papers to the city office without any trouble. When I informed Futoshi that the papers had been accepted,
What? You actually filed the divorce papers?
yes, that's right. Everything was in order, so the process went smoothly. Thank you, Futoshi. Truth is, I've wanted to divorce you for a long time.
You've got to be kidding me. This is bad, really bad. If we get divorced, my reputation at work will be ruined, and my parents, what will they say? They'll think I'm a disgrace to the family. This is a disaster.
You really only ever think about yourself, don't you?
Let's call it off. Come on, Hitomi. You're the only one I love. Please reconsider. I'm breaking it off with the other woman, and I'll agree to live with your dad.
Even if you say that now, I'm not interested. And what do you mean by allow? You've always been like this, Futoshi. Acting like a king, always thinking you're right, never listening to me, and looking down on me. If you think I'm going to keep putting up with that, you're dead wrong.
Come on, don't make me sound like a monster. Sure, we've had our arguments and disagreements, but let me tell you, I've always loved.
You think you can just smooth things over by saying I love you when it suits you? That flimsy I love you of yours? I'd rather turn it into a paper airplane and let it fly away.
Don't say that. Besides, back then, you were so insistent that you didn't want a divorce. So why did you change your mind so quickly? It doesn't make sense, changing so fast. Was that just a lie when you said you didn't want to break up?
Yep, it was a lie.
Tomi!
You've always put me down, haven't you, Futoshi? Mocking the things I love, deliberately doing things I hate. So this time I used that stubborn personality of yours against you. I figured if I insisted I didn't want a divorce, you'd act to make it happen. Though I never imagined it would work so smoothly. After that, Futoshi tried every possible way to get in touch with me.
Tomi, where did you go? Tomi, please, just one more chance, even if it's just to talk.
But I never saw Futoshi again. I left all the post-divorce arrangements to my lawyer, and my life was completely cleared of him. As for what happened to Futoshi afterward, according to the network of wives in the company housing, how could he make a move on a client's daughter? What was he thinking? Quiet! It turned out that the woman in the photo was indeed the daughter of one of the company's clients. Thanks to that, Futoshi was removed from his position. Rumors spread, and he lost the trust of other clients as well.
I'm so sorry.
You liar! You said you were single!
How dare you deceive my daughter like that?
Naturally, he ended up breaking up with the other woman too. And having lost the trust of his company, Futoshi quit and moved back home. Through my lawyer, Futoshi sent me a message saying, I truly love you and I want to start over. But of course, I immediately rejected it. What happened to Futoshi after that, I have no idea. As for me now, it turns out my dad had a lot more assets than I knew about, and we were able to use that money to renovate the house. Dad's recovery after his surgery has been so smooth that even the doctors are surprised. And through the renovation process, I ended up falling in love with a salesperson from the remodeling company, and now we're engaged. Dad, you're going to hold your grandchild someday, so you need to stay healthy, okay?
Tomi.
It was tough going through everything, but now I'm living a
I'm exhausted from work, and now I have to heat up my own food?
I'm too sick to move.
What? I don't care about that. Making up stupid excuses to avoid doing chores. You're really living it up, aren't you? You got sick because you didn't take care of yourself, so it's your own fault.
That's not. Takuya never cared about me. He was always focused on himself. We just had a baby. It's not easy to bring up divorce right now. But I refuse to keep living like a slave. I've had enough of being married to Takuya. Hello? I'm Saori. I've been married to Takuya, who works at the same company for 2 years. Our daughter Ami was just born, and we were living a mundane life, but...
Hey, she's crying. What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm preparing her milk. Can you watch Ami for a bit? I can't leave right now.
What? Are you kidding me? You expect me to babysit?
Babysit? She's your child too.
Unlike you, who stays home all day, I work from morning till night. Besides, housework and childcare are your jobs. Don't push your responsibilities onto me, just because you can't handle them.
Even though Takuya knew I couldn't work right after giving birth, he constantly hurled verbal abuse at me. At first, I thought it was just work stress, but...
If it were a boy, I'd gladly help with the childcare. You can't even give me an heir. Do your duty as a wife before you complain.
Takuya, who wanted a son, showed almost no interest in her daughter Ami. One day, where are you going?
A colleague is drinking nearby. I was invited, so I'm going out for a bit.
At this late hour?
It's only 11. You wouldn't understand, but these social gatherings are important for men.
You've been going out every night recently. I wouldn't say anything if it was just occasionally, but can't you prioritize family a bit more?
Shut up! Company parties are a chance to get in good with the bosses and maybe get promoted. Prioritizing you won't get me anywhere. Of course, I'll choose the drinking party.
But since Ami was born, I haven't been able to sleep well. Could you at least help a little with the housework or childcare?
Stop nagging. You are the one who gave birth to Ami. It's got nothing to do with me, so don't rely on me.
Takuya didn't listen, believing that only mothers should raise children. Takuya's actions pushing me into a corner didn't end there. Hey, Saori. I heard you trying to dump the housework and childcare on Takuya. No, that's not it. Takuya's parents divorced when he was a child. Maybe because of that, he often called his mother over to criticize me.
Mom, tell her off. Saori is trying to make me do everything, even though I'm tired from work.
You can't do that. You're at home all day, so you should handle the housework and childcare perfectly. Don't talk back when you're being supported. It's true that I'm on maternity leave and can't work, but that doesn't mean I have no income. I provide everything Ami needs and pay for my own expenses. But to Takuya and his mother, since I'm not currently working, it seems I'm entirely dependent on Takuya. Ami is our child. Is it really so wrong to want him to help with childcare even a little? How dare you talk back like that? Takuya, you need to discipline your wife properly, or you'll regret it later.
I know.
Ignoring my feelings, they just pushed their selfish opinions. I was speechless.
You might not know this, Saori, but I'm favored by the company president. This is a crucial time for my career, and I can't waste it to babysitting. You should support me so I can focus on my job.
That's right. A wife should support her husband. They acted like I was wrong, justifying Takuya's nightly outings. I had reached my limit with their attitude. A few days later.
Hello? Oh, welcome.
Takuya's college friend Yusuke came to visit.
Sorry for coming by during such a busy time, Saori.
It's fine.
Don't worry about Saori. She just sleeps all day anyway.
What?
I take care of Ami. Really? Isn't balancing work and childcare tough? It is. I let Saori handle it for a while, but she's so inefficient that she can't take care of Ami at all. So now I do all the housework and childcare.
What a blatant lie! Takuya pretended to be a good husband who handled everything when others were around. Ah!
What's wrong, Ami? You really can't be without your daddy, huh?
But I couldn't stand him being seen as a supportive husband when he did nothing at home. You're quite the actor. You always shove all the housework and childcare onto me and go out late every night.
What? Stop saying things that will make Yusuke misunderstand.
Misunderstand? Everything I'm saying is true. You complained about babysitting, told me to give you an air before complaining, and constantly hurled verbal abuse at me. Yet you pretend to be a caring husband in front of your friend? That's unfair.
Did you really say those things? No, it's all a joke from Saori. A joke? She's just making up stories to get attention because I'm too busy to spend time with her. I keep telling her to stop because it freaks out my friends, but she never listens. Is that so? Well, I'm glad it was just a joke. What? Leaving your wife and newborn to go out and have fun is unacceptable. And a husband who dumps all the housework and childcare on his wife and then relaxes doesn't deserve a wife. Isn't that a bit much? The husband works, so it's natural for the wife to handle the housework and childcare to support him. What are you talking about? It's the opposite. Opposite? While we are at work, our wives are taking care of the kids with barely any sleep. They are working almost 24 hours 7 days with no breaks. They can't even look after themselves or get a good night's sleep for months. So the husband needs to support them too.
You know a lot about childcare.
Yeah. Our son was born last year. I try to help with housework and childcare as much as possible when I'm not working. Since I'm away during work hours, I want my wife to rest whenever she can.
Yusuke, your wife is so lucky.
Ah,
Takuya seemed internally shaken by Yusuke's words. A few days later, since that incident with his friend, Takuya had been going out less and we had a few peaceful days. What time will you be home today?
Huh.
Silent treatment. Well, it's better than verbal abuse, I guess. With a bit more peace of mind than before, I hoped our life would improve even a little. But such calm didn't last long. 103.6 degrees Fahrenheit. I felt awful, and when I checked my temperature, I was shocked at how high it was. Even if I was sick, I couldn't neglect Ami's care. Dragging my body, I got up just as Takuya came home, looking annoyed.
Hey, you weren't just lounging around while I was at work, were you?
Sorry, I think I caught a cold.
A cold? What about my dinner?
There are some leftovers in the fridge. Can you heat them up?
Are you serious? I'm exhausted from work, and now I have to heat up my own food?
I'm too sick to move.
What? I don't care about that. Making up stupid excuses to avoid doing chores. You're really living it up, aren't you? You got sick because you didn't take care of yourself. It's your own fault.
That's not.
This is a crucial time for my promotion, and you get sick. What if I catch it? How will you take responsibility?
Of course, he hasn't changed. He cares more about himself than me or Ami. Takuya's behavior towards me became even harsher after I fell ill.
Just because you have a cold doesn't mean I'm going to pamper you. You still need to do all the housework and childcare perfectly. If you slack off, I won't forgive you. Hey, can't you even answer me?
I'll do the housework and childcare as you said, but can you take me to the hospital first? Desperate, I begged Takuya, but of course he wouldn't grant my request.
What? Why should I go that far for you? If you want to go by yourself.
In the end, I couldn't go to the hospital, and I forced my shaky body to take care of Ami. Are you hungry? I'll give you some milk. Just wait a bit. But the fever made me extremely drowsy as I fed her.
Ami's crying is too loud. I have work tomorrow. Quiet her down. You are her mother. Are you listening? Don't fall asleep. Wake up.
I'm at my limit. I can't stay married to someone who doesn't care about his family. Determined to divorce Takuya. Hello? A few days later, my fever finally went down and I could move again. But Takuya's attitude hadn't changed.
Sorry, your cold is gone, right? Clean up the house now.
What?
The president of my company is coming over soon. He wants to congratulate us on the baby. If he's coming to an employee's house, it must be about a promotion.
So that's why he's been in a good mood since this morning.
That's right. I need to show my mom how well I'm getting along with the president.
Takuya called his mother and invited her over. 2 hours later.
Mr. Tanaka, thank you for coming today.
Thank you for always taking care of my son.
No, I'm sorry for the sudden visit. I wanted to come earlier, but... Not at all. I'm embarrassed by the mess, but please make yourself at home. Ah, thank you. Sorry for not offering tea. My wife is really not attentive. Hey, bring some tea quickly. No, it's fine. She must be tired from taking care of the baby, so don't worry about me. So you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes, I heard you had something important to discuss.
Ah, yes, I need to talk about that first, actually.
Koji, I'm planning to divorce Takuya.
What? What are you saying to the president? That's beyond rude.
What? Divorce? What are you talking about? Takuya and his mother raised their voices in shock at my unexpected statement.
Please, don't get so angry. Take Ami and go to another room. The president is here to see me, and you are in the way.
That's right. If you ruin Takuya's chance for a promotion, I won't forgive you.
It seems there has been a misunderstanding. What? Saori is my niece.
What? What? We never heard anything about that.
You never showed any signs, even when we worked together.
Of course not. It was a secret.
Why?
I didn't want people to think I got the job through connections because I'm the president's niece. I also didn't want special treatment.
But the president wasn't even at our wedding. I'm sorry, I really wanted to attend, but I couldn't because of work.
I thought someone would notice having an uncle with the same name as the president, but Takuya and his mother didn't seem to care about my relatives at all.
Oh. My wife and I don't have children, so we treated Saori like our own daughter. I just recently learned about how you have been treating her since your marriage. You dump all the housework and childcare on her and go out every night. When criticized, you make numerous abusive remarks. Even though you have a child, you show no responsibility and continue your selfish behavior. That's not true. Moreover, you didn't take Saori to the hospital when she was sick. That's not true. She's exaggerating because she doesn't like that I'm busy. Her cold wasn't even that serious.
Thinking his excuses would work, Takuya hurriedly tried to explain, but
Who'd believe such lies? It's not a lie.
there seems to be a misunderstanding. Takuya has done a lot for Saori. Calling him abusive is harsh.
Oh, really? He's done a lot for Saori.
Yes. Even these outings are probably to give Saori a quiet environment to rest.
Yes, exactly. I thought she couldn't rest properly with me around. Nice try. Leaving Saori, who had a high fever, and a newborn Ami alone at home, while you are out giving her a break? You wouldn't know. But while you are away, I came to the house. Saori asked me to. What? Saori had a fever of nearly 104 degrees Fahrenheit and was barely conscious. Ami was crying non-stop. My wife and I rushed them both to the hospital. Thank you for that. I didn't realize it was that bad. I'll be more careful next time. There won't be a next time. What? I'm sorry, but as of today, you were dismissed from the company.
Fired?
Wait a minute. Isn't it a bit extreme to fire someone over a domestic issue? This is too much. How dare you speak like that? I've heard you have been repeatedly harassing and reprimanding certain subordinates. That was... You targeted quiet employees to avoid getting caught. But we can't keep someone like you in the company. If I hadn't intervened, both Saori and Ami could have been in danger. I think that's more than enough reason for your dismissal.
Wait, you liked Takuya, didn't you? How can you fire him without giving him a chance?
I liked him? Of course, I paid attention to him because he's my niece's husband. But I've never cared about him personally.
Takuya was visibly shocked to realize his assumption of being favored was completely wrong.
Moreover, since I have no children to take over the company, I considered grooming my niece's husband for the role. But knowing how despicable he is, I have abandoned that idea entirely. No, sorry, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please convince the president to forgive me.
I'm sorry too. Please, Saori, we're family, right? You can't abandon us. I'm sorry. No matter what you say now, my decision to divorce Takuya remains unchanged. I hope you understand that I will be seeking compensation for the verbal abuse and emotional distress I've endured, as well as child support from Ami.
Child support?
And compensation. We'll be handling this through lawyers from now on. If you persist in contacting me, I won't hesitate to involve the police, so please act accordingly. Oh, that's so... Takuya and his mother were so devastated that they couldn't say anything more.
Have you packed everything?
Yes. My uncle suggested that I stay with him until I get settled, and I gratefully accepted his offer. Goodbye. Turning my back on the crestfallen Takuya and his mother, I left the house with Ami. After that, as the president has said, Takuya was fired and our divorce was finalized. Takuya quickly tried to find a new job but had no luck and ended up working part-time at a convenience store. With his low wages, he struggled to pay both the alimony and child support. Eventually, he reached a breaking point.
I'm struggling because I don't have a supportive wife.
Takuya borrowed money from his family and immediately registered with a marriage agency.
Young and cute girls are the best, right? Nowadays, both partners need to work. But housework and childcare are a woman's job, so I will leave it all to you. I think a beautiful woman like you deserves a man like me. How about we give it a try?
No woman in her right mind would choose a low-income, abusive, delusional guy who has to pay alimony and child support to his ex-wife. Takuya was so shocked by the rejection that he became a recluse. His mother used up her savings to support him and cover his alimony and child support. Hey, how long are you going to stay like this? We're out of savings, so get a job already.
Shut up! I can find a job that suits me.
Eventually, they couldn't even pay the rent and ended up living on the streets. Why do I have to go through this?
Damn it! Why did this happen to me? If only I had been kinder to Saori.
They lived a miserable life, regretting their actions. As for me, I'm off to work now, Ami. Have a great day, Mom! 5 years after the divorce, I returned to work, moved out of my uncle's house, and started living in an apartment with Ami. Now my days are busy but fulfilling with work and raising Ami. I'll do my best, Ami, so I can always protect you. Okay. Living with Takuya was tough, but seeing Ami so happy now makes me realize that divorcing him was the best decision. I will continue protecting Ami's smile forever. I vow to myself.